Scorpio, welcome in to my subscribers. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday so far. If you haven't been with me before, hello, my name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic, medium, tarot reader, empath, a healer, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I'll give you an example of in a minute. I embody my spirits. They're always with me. I speak through my spirits, through my emblem here, my pendulum. Um, but I also I can channel in on them as well. But they're always with me. I can ask them anything through my pendant here, my amulet, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but this means love, and of course, this means yes, and then no. All right. So they're gonna pick out the first several cards. This is a collective reading for the Scorpio collective. So please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. I do private readings. My information is down below. All right, they're going to pick out the first several cards, and then I will follow it up with tarot to see what messages that they are trying to get out to you. Okay. All right. They wanted to do pick out from this Heart's Hidden Secrets. All right, Heart's Hidden Secrets. So let's see. This can be past, present, or future energies. All right. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. All right. I'm getting I just heard something of urgency, something that's urgent, a sense of urgency or something. I just heard. Okay, let me give you my example of the telekinesis. I can move the clapper inside with my hands. I won't move the bell, okay, but I'll move the clapper with my hands. The energy from my hands are healing. They also move objects, whatever I have in the other hand, as long as I'm connected to it, okay? All right, and I can also move it with my mind. All right, I won't move the bell, but I'll move the clapper. Here we go. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's something that I can do as well. I embody my spirits, okay? And I can also ask them whatever I want, and they'll give me a yes or no answer through here, okay? Through my pendulum here, okay? All right. So right now they're gonna pick out the first several cards, first 7 cards. What is crowning? What is crowning Scorpio right now, Spirit? What is crowning Scorpio? What is crowning Scorpio? Okay, what crowns you right now is a breaking point. There's something about urgency. Like I said, some kind of creating an urgency of something, but this is a limit, a final straw. You're overwhelmed with something, or it can be someone, okay, in your energy right now. This can be past, present, or future again. Okay, this is what crowns you. This is what's going on around you right now. There's a breaking point. You could have found something online for some of you. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But this can be somebody with an Apple computer saying here, something to do with that, but something that maybe you found online. Maybe there's a lot of bills that are going on right now and you're at a breaking point, but you're at a limit with something or someone. Maybe you found something out online or something. Okay, your third eye right now, your intuition, your third eye chakra. Let's see what they're trying to say. What messages do you have for Scorpio, third eye? Okay, so bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. This is part you or somebody else, all right? Somebody around your energy. This can be you. Bitterness, all right? There was some kind of hateful words, anger, resentment, maybe about this breaking point. Maybe somebody just exploded and just, started yelling or something. But I'm getting somebody yelling. Somebody wears like a fedora, some kind of like one of those hats, a fedora hat or something. Just a hat. Maybe like one of those t-shirts, something to do with a gold chain as well. What else? I don't know why, but I see the number 5. The number 5 can be born on the 5th or something like that, or something to do with the number 5, October 25th or November 5th, or somebody's birthday's on the 5th. Communication. All right, this is what you're saying right now. You're communicating. This is your throat chakra is second chances, reconciliation. Maybe you want to give somebody a second chance, or you want a second chance. All right, take it where it resonates. Maybe you're bitter about something that happened. All right, but making amends, opportunity, reconciliation here, second chances, gambling. Maybe somebody was gambling or something like that. Side message. Maybe somebody found out that they were, blowing their money on gambling or something like that. Somebody said some hurtful words, though, for sure. All right, and this can be an opportunity of some sort as well, making amends, an opportunity of some sort, a second chance, maybe at a job. They're going to give you an opportunity at a job, maybe a second chance to something. Heart chakra for Scorpio, spirit. Spying. All right, spying. And don't forget, this is Heart's Hidden Secrets, this deck, so in the heart, somebody's spying on you. You can be spying on somebody, but there's spying going around, social network, maybe something to do with the computer. I feel like, with the computer, again, information, ways, trying to get, social networking here. This is social networking in your heart, spying. Maybe you're spying on your person's, their social media or something. Getting information or ways of information or something. Maybe you're going through somebody's phone. Somebody's going through your phone. And your intuition, this is your intuition, your solar plex. So your heart song, telepathy, inner knowing, this is your intuition. This is you being a high priestess, your intuition. Go with your intuition. If you feel like somebody's spying on you or something like that, go with your intuition because you're usually right. Or you feel something with somebody, maybe you want to give them a second chance or whatever. Maybe you're giving, but go with your intuition, all right? You're knowing, your inner knowing. You have telepathy. Telepathy, yeah. Your sacred chakra for Scorpio. Sacred chakra for Scorpio. Yeah. Go with your gut feeling, in other words, go with your gut. Spirit is saying, please go with your gut. Whatever you're thinking, whatever, with the whole spying or whatever. If you feel like you need to spy, then go ahead, spy. Go with your intuition. Whatever your intuition's telling you. Okay, hoping. This is where this is where your love is. Expecting, faith, manifesting. You're hoping that, for some of you, you're expecting a baby. Okay. Sunflowers are here. This is birth. Trying to, go the right direction, but this is, birthing. This is faith, manifesting, hoping that, everything is going to go okay. I feel like with the second chances, you're hoping for something, but I will clear this all up with the tarot. All right. What's the root chakra for Scorpio spirit? Conflicted. All right, you're conflicted. Decisions, hot and cold. Okay. So you can be, for some of you, you drinkers, like, you like to have, like, drinks. I just heard, what do you call those drinks? A Bloody Mary. I just heard a Bloody Mary for some reason. But decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. You have to make a decision about something, maybe about your household decisions. I'll see what they're trying to say with that. What you don't see is chasing. All right. What you don't see under the deck is toxicity, pursuit, resilience. This can be you, being resilient, running away from toxicity, maybe somebody's chasing a dream here. I feel like chasing a dream, but you're being resilient for something, or you have resilience. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. This is a new deck here that I got, and it's called Badass. Okay, Badass. Because you're a badass, Scorpio. Let's see. Because you're a badass, I felt like it was appropriate to pull out the Badass deck. All right. So let's see what this breaking point supposed to mean. For some of you, you have limited resources right now. For some of you, you might be overwhelmed financially, or maybe just overwhelmed with chores, with just conflicted and making a lot of multiple choices, multiple decisions, and that's why you're like, oh boy. And you can be dealing with the fire sign, or fire can be in your chart, Sagittarius, Aries, or oh god, I'm having a brain fart right now. Or Leo. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say about Scorpio here. This is for Scorpio Spirit. Let me know. What's this breaking point? Wow. Oh, I can't show this card, but one Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands. Open Ace of Wands. All right. It's graphic with the man, so let's cover that. But yeah, Ace of Wands. Doing something, starting something new. You can be inspired to do something. I don't know. I just heard crochet. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys do DIY stuff. You like to work with your hands or something like that, or you do stuff like that. You're starting something new. You discovered something new. You're gonna start something new. The number 14 is significant. 14. We got the sun. There we go. The sun. Something's about, this is about healing, sunshine, the best the best card in the deck, happiness, joy. It says French fries here. For some of you, you love French fries. The number 12 is significant. The number 19 is significant. But French fries, that's significant right now. The sun. Yeah, you just want to heal from these hurtful words. You're trying to heal from There's hurtful words that somebody said to you, or trying to yell out, or you angry. Queen of Pentacles. It's for some of you, somebody that plays bingo. Maybe your parents play bingo or something like that, but Queen of Pentacles is here. Handling her business, financial security. Page of Swords, discovering. Maybe, for some of you, this is like mental energy. So this is immaturity or something. This can be a start of a new fight or something. But I feel like, look, she's spying like with binoculars. And right above that, right, is spying. So somebody's definitely checking you out, or trying to inquire about you, trying to get in your business, or just in your shit, in your business. This keeps falling, chasing, toxicity. Something's, definitely trying to get away from, or, somebody's trying to knock you down or spy on you, trying to figure out ways to get information about you. Immaturity, maybe trying to start shit. I'm getting mama bear, kind of energy here. What's this? And then we got the Six of Cups, and it came up backwards, all right? So, Six of Cups. Unbelievable. It's like regret. Regret. Somebody's regretting something. And then we got the Magician. And then we got death. So, and I feel like somebody's going to be stopping some kind of drug here. All right, I can't show this, but it says the Magician. So, meaning you have all of the resources and all of the tools that you need, all the things to get to what you want, to manifest what you need. Okay, but somebody's in regret about something here, and something, inner knowledge or something that you know about, but somebody is in regret, either you or somebody else. Your intuition is telling you that somebody's in deep regret here, spying on you or something like that, and over here you're saying, fuck it, death. This is the end of a cycle here, an end of a cycle. It can be an end of a bad, addiction as well, because this person's doing, drugs, doing coke, so it can be that. And it's right above this conflicted, this is the end of a conflict. Then this is what this is. This is an end of a conflict. You're going on to the next phase. You have multiple choices that you have to make. You have to make a decision on, and you're just saying, "Fuck it. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna drink the tea and worry about it later." Like that kind of energy is what I'm getting here. Okay, being drawn here. Let's see what this love situation is looking like. Scorpio. What are you going to tell me about Scorpio, Spirit? What's this Ace of Wands? It's the breaking point. Waiting. Maybe you're waiting for something, maybe holding on to hope, not talking, you're not talking action, not taking action. You're waiting. It's a standstill. There's got some kind of delays here with something. You're just holding on, waiting, you're like waiting for something here. Okay. You got something that's coming, that's coming though. Maybe you're waiting to hear word about something. You're going to start something. You just, right now you're just relaxing though. You're not taking any action on nothing, no, right now. Look, twin flames came out. Yin and yang, your polar opposites, intense solar connection. And this is the person who had maybe hurtful words and you're trying to heal from. It could be your twin flame. All right. Maybe you're feeling unvalued right now, taken for granted, unequal give and take, not feeling appreciated. That's why, they want a second chance. And you're sitting there pretty waiting with your, waiting to call bingo. Okay. Sitting there with your money and you feel like you're being taken granted of. There's no gender in tarot, so this can be man or woman. Maybe you feel like somebody's taking advantage of, of your money, taking you for granted. It can be male or female. Page of Swords with the spying. Yeah, something to do with spying. Lessons. You learned your lesson about something here. Love lessons learned, shifting perspective. You're raising your vibration. Maybe because of the second chance, opportunity. You learned your lesson about something, though. Yeah, confirmation. Secretly stalking. There it is, again with the spying right up, curious. They're curious about you. They're not over you. Checking social media. There it is. Social networking. Checking social media about you. Check, with the binoculars, all in it. Ugh. You know. Yeah, secretly stalking. Look, right above that is this person, with the Six of Swords, or regretful, or in grief. They lost something. And, something about, your intuition about this. You know this, and you know this. And you know this. You're hoping for, look, so manifesting, it came there, and then manifesting again. It's funny that I can't show you any of these cards except for like 1 and 2. All right, so this is, you're manifesting something. You're trying to manifest something here. You're expecting, for some of you, you're expecting, a baby or whatever, but you're trying to manifest something, and you're hoping for something here. You're definitely hoping for something. What are they hoping for? What is this? Oh, hold up. Hoping for, overthinking something, thinking of a lot of you. This is mental prison, okay? This is mental prison. Mental prison. Overthinking something, creating scenarios, thinking of you a lot, not over you. Yeah, somebody's got it in for you. Damn regret here. This can be you with them, but I feel like it's more them. They're spying and you're overthinking something. Overthinking something. I don't know. Somebody's overthinking something and they're trying to manifest something here. And what's the Death card? What's the Death card? For grounding. All right, it's Love Bomber. All right. This is like, you saying, fuck it, death. It's the end of that. It's the end of somebody love bombing you. All right. It's the end of that cycle. Emotional manipulation. For some of you, you have multiple choices. This person is running hot and cold on you. All right. They're running hot and cold on you. You have to make a good decision. You probably don't know what to do. You're conflicted about it. Some of you, you're just like, fuck it. Just let whatever happens, happens. But this person's the love bomber, and they wanting your attention, casting over their ladies, man. Emotional manipulation. They're probably a narcissist. You probably want to get away from this person. Yeah. And you're like, fuck it. End of cycle. Put a death to this love bomber. Some of you, you have, a decision to make, and for some of you, you have multiple choices. What is this for Scorpio? breaking point with the Ace of Wands. So, we're going to take that. Holding grudges. 33 is significant. That number 33, the 3rd, November 3rd, October 31st. You can be 23 or 32 years old or dealing with a 23-year-old, 18, or have an 18-year-old. 1981 is significant, but somebody's holding grudges here. All right, somebody's holding grudges. And they're not, maybe not taking action about something, not talking, just, not talking right now. Maybe something about porn, something to do with porn, because this chick is watching porn. And somebody's holding on to hope because, look, waiting and then hoping. So somebody's definitely hoping on something here. And it could be something with love. It can be something that you're hoping, it's something to do with your loved one. You hope something to do. You're manifesting. Maybe you're overthinking about something that they did or. But look, mouthful of lies is here. And this is, your third eye, your intuition. This is what you're trying to heal from. Mouthful of lies with the anger and the hurtful words. So those, whatever they said was, mouthful of lies. It wasn't true. The anger, their resentment, their bitterness, and those hurtful words that came out of their mouth that you're trying to heal from. This, your twin flame is just mouthful of lies. It wasn't true. Anything that they said to you wasn't true. So take that out of your head, whatever they try to say or try to be bitter about. All right. Unwilling to share. They're unwilling to share you, but you feel like, you're unvalued. Unvalued, taking not feeling appreciated here, but they're not willing to share. Yeah, 32, 33 is significant. 1972 is also significant. 27 is significant. Parental alienation. Parental alienation. It's this child. Something to do with a child. Raising your vibration, maybe trying to raise their vibration. It can also be, your somebody mothering you, Somebody trying to mother you. I just heard that. Somebody trying to mother you. Maybe your parents are, you're in a fight with your parents right now. You want to raise your vibration. You don't want to deal with them because something to do with immaturity too. Something to do with immature. I keep on hearing that. Immature ways or something. All right. So caught out there. Somebody got caught out there. All right. This is again with that. I feel like somebody got caught out there doing something. Okay. And they're in regret. All right. They're in regret and they're not over you. And maybe your intuition, caught them out there. All right. Or is going to catch them out there or already did. All right. 1975 is significant. The first of the month is also significant here. Maybe somebody's making cookies. Somebody's making cookies, chocolate chip cookies. I don't know. 1975 is significant. 57 years old. Somebody's 57. Could be turning 57. And then we got what grounds you an imposter. But look, you got spiritual support. All right. You got spiritual support. So don't overthink it. Your ancestors are right there. Your ancestors could have, somebody could have, I don't know, I just heard overdosed. Somebody's ancestor, maybe from the past, overdosed on something or passed on because of some kind of drug issue or whatever. But yeah, you got spiritual support here, So have faith. They can be sending you like sunflowers, or you can be seeing sunflowers. You can have sunflowers in your gardens, something to do with flowers. Maybe their flowers were, sunflowers, sunflower seeds or something like that. Okay. But what grounds you, it says here, imposter. Okay, imposter. So number 19 is significant. November 19th is significant here. You might have a 19-year-old or it's going to turn 19. Yeah, 18, 19, yeah. Somebody here is an imposter. Yeah, look right above that is a love bomber. Okay. And then, fuck it. With the death card. Somebody here is not, who they say they are. They're a Casanova. They just want your attention. The emotional and manipulation here. Imposter. So just be, mindful of the love bomber. If they come through with one rose or something like that, to do it one rose. What else, Spirit, you have to tell me? One more. What else? Scorpio. What else for Scorpio? Let's see. Stealth-like. This person, stealth-like. So takes action and steps forward, something bigger without announcing. So maybe they want you to be, be quiet about stuff. Secretly stalking, I feel like, something to do with that. Like somebody's being very sneaky and being, stalky but secretive. Something to do about being secretive. Maybe about something to do with porn. I want to say watching porn. Something to do with that. All right. And somebody's holding grudges because of it. 1997 is significant. Again, with the 19-year-old. Somebody's very sneaky about, what they do. So stealth-like. What's mouth full of lies with the sun and bitterness and anger? Yeah, celebrating. They're toasting. Celebrating wins, acknowledgments. 23 is significant. You can have blonde hair here is what I'm getting. But there's acknowledgement, celebrating wins. Celebrating wins are here. All right, so toxic love. This is toxic love, the one that's on that valuing you, and they want a second chance here, and they're unwilling to share you, but they're taking advantage of you. Or, Queen of Pentacles. They know that you're the queen or the king. So private investigator, look at that, with spying right above it. Okay, so guys, something to do with this, secretly stalking, with the spying, and it's right in the same line. Private investigator digging dirt. Again, like I said, somebody's definitely digging dirt on you. Probably got an investigator looking for you. Something to do with that, though. Inspector Gadget, is they're saying here. You could have a 10-year-old or a 6-year-old, or a 10-6 is significant, that those numbers. You could be dealing with like a Libra or something, or somebody's birthday is on 10-6, is 28 years old, 1982. So somebody's definitely up in your business, trying to check you out with the binoculars. Spying on social media, getting information in all these different ways. Checking social media, checking all the networks and everything. So just, be legal matters. Be mindful. Legal issues affecting life. So there's legal issues affecting life. Somebody got caught out there. But somebody's, secret. So just, check your intuition, or maybe somebody's regretful about some kind of legal matters here, or somebody got caught out there. The 14th, November 14th. You can be 42 years old, 43, but there's legal issues affecting your life right now. They're saying. Two more, Spirit. Wrap this up. Thank you. Having faith, letting go, okay, and trusting God. Whatever happens, happens. All right. Whatever happens, happens. You got spiritual support. So have faith. Right above that is have faith. Look, have faith. Okay. You got spiritual support. Don't overthink it. All right. You're manifesting what you need and what you want. So you got this. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Have faith. Came out twice, especially if you might be expecting here. So letting go, trust in God. Whatever happens, happens. All right. Don't worry. Have faith. You got spiritual support. Again, I feel like the number 57 is significant, and 75 is significant to you, and also 62. Okay, and look, black sheep. This is what black sheep, right above, right underneath imposter and love bomber. And this is, they all laughed at you, but now they all need your help. Outsider, loner, game changer. This is you, black sheep. 88 is significant. Again, with the 18-year-old, all right? Something to do with an 18 or 19-year-old here. But they all laughed at you, but now they all need your help. All right, you're outsider, loner, a game changer. All right, you're a game changer. Scorpio. Right, Scorpio. You can be seeing a worm, right, on television or whatever, and you can be seeing worms in person, the 3D or whatever. Progress. Sometimes it means progress. All right. So sometimes the best progress happens underground. Dig deep and keep wiggling forward. All right. So dig deep and keep moving forward. Lessons. They're just all lessons. And then you got goose. You can be seeing gooses in person or online, TV. So faith in self. So they're saying to have faith. Look, again, have faith. This card says have faith. Listen to your inner voice. Trust your instincts, all right? Intuition. And have faith in the choices you make. Be your loudest cheerleader, all right? So listen to your inner voice, trust your instincts, and have faith in your choices you make. Be your loudest cheerleader. All right, this was your messages. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you vibe out with me, love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean, because mean people suck. Okay? Mwah. I love you, Scorpio. I'll see you guys soon. All right? Peace out.